The only thing I'd add to that is, we're a very friendly state for agriculture. Kansas Farm Bureau, Kansas Livestock Association has a presence in the Capitol. If anything comes up that affects agriculture, they're going to be on top of it, and I think that was reflected in a lot of the policies across the state. So I think we're about as friendly as we can get. If there's something else to do, I don't know about it, but.
Senator Tyson touched on kind of an issue that had come up a couple times, and that was that's the way it goes. This is a live show. when it comes to drones. Yeah. And so we had a couple questions, and I'll try and summarize the two. But what steps is the state taking to protect us from federal overreach, particularly when it comes to NSA spying, drones, and things like that? So.
I know we have a sponsor.
Yeah, that is a concern of me. I think it's Thomas Jefferson that said if we sacrifice our security, our freedoms for security, we deserve neither. And was it Benjamin Franklin? Thank you. I always get that quote. Yeah. It's a great quote, and it's accurate. It's very accurate. And I did say I think Thomas Jefferson, but and I think that's going on today. We have a lot of fear and a lot of, because we do want our security. We want to be safe. We, when you travel to other countries, you're not in the United States anymore. I mean, the way they do their checks, and sometimes they'll even bring the military on a plane with the guns, and it's a completely different environment than the safety we have in the United States. And we do want to be safe, but we have a problem with our federal government overstepping right now, and the fact that they're capturing our phone conversations, our text, email, it's just amazing to me. So the state is taking a different approach. We're actually, we've had a couple of bills come through, and we've gone as far as, like personal information. You can no longer get the zip code for individuals that are have their concealed carry license. You used to be able to at least get the zip code, but we went that far that you cannot get any of that information from that database. So the state is cautiously moving in the other direction. We don't want to prohibit law enforcement, so it is a fine line as to when they need to have information, but we do need to protect our privacies. I mean, that's part of being free, is being able to move about and do whatever we see fit without harming anyone else. So, yeah, thanks.
I guess. I know we have a bill in the House that those bills, each day one of the things that our office is responsible for is a bill request comes in, and we review the language and just do kind of a surface read and assign it to a committee. And we had a bill on this topic that's gone, I don't remember if we sent it to Ag or where we sent it. It's been a week or two ago, and it do know that aware of this issue a year ago, we had a feedlot that was being under surveillance, and and there's some things that are very concerning, how business and individual rights could be put in jeopardy by use of drones. It's concerning, and we're trying to stay ahead of it, do the logical thing, as Caryn said. There's a right place, but it needs to be something also that we understand we need to protect our citizens.
We're seeing a lot of the federal overreach play out in the utilities field. We're over 70% coal electric generation in the state of Kansas. We have, at one point, had some pretty reasonable electric rates. They continue to climb. They've gone up about 50% since 2006. We've had some regulatory problems that caused our electric heat rates to go up more. I know there's been a big concern up around Spring Hill area, and well, everybody that has electric heat has seen quite an increase in those costs. Majority of those costs, there's been some baseload generation that has been added, but the majority of those costs have been EPA regulations. If you see the additional smokestack going up down Lacine, that's about $1.2 billion. And I mean, the war on coal is no secret. I mean, people talk about it all the time. The EPA has come out with many new requirements. Some of those have been adopted, and that's caused some increase in electric rates. The Attorney General is fighting quite a few in court. We had a stay on one of those, cross-state air pollution, and they wanted to cap our pollutant levels, some pollutant levels at 2010. So at the depth of the recession, they wanted us to not do any more. So we have three classes. We have those that have been enacted, we have those that are being fought, and then we have those that are going to come down from the EPA that will affect our electric generation. So I'm thankful for the job that the Attorney General is doing, trying to push back on that. It's sad that we have to do a lot of this in court, but that's just the way the system's set up. I am just so tired of every time you turn around, the federal government's pushing something down on the states. And it seems to be an attempt to have consolidation of power. I think having states having the ability to enact the laws that they see fit and to govern themselves, having strong states' rights, weaker federal rights, and if a state overreaches and overtaxes and does things that's not popular, people are free to move to another state. One of the things that we're seeing is some in-migration out of the states that are surrounding us. We're not seeing in-migration from Colorado, but we're seeing in-migration from Nebraska, Missouri, and Oklahoma, which is a good sign. So unemployment rates are, I think we're at 4.9% or so. Janet's nodding her head yes, so I got that right. So anyway, we're doing what we can. It is very frustrating, and I know people that are paying higher electric bills are frustrated as well.